Hi all, today we are going to learn water softening by ionization process. Water softening is the removal of calcium, magnesium and certain other metal cations in the hot water. The resulting soft water is more compatible with soap and extends the lifetime of plumbing. Water softening is usually achieved using lime softening or ion exchange resins. Water, water softening is usually done for groundwater that is highly source of limestone, nothing but calcium carbonate, which is responsible for the hardness of water. Hardness is due to the presence of polyvalent metal ions such as calcium, magnesium, iron, manganese, strontium in the water. These are the some of the advantages and disadvantages of hot water. First, we can know about advantages. One is it supplies calcium for the growth, and second, less lead poisoning, as soft water dissolves more lead. Disadvantages: more soap consumed. Scale formation in boilers is more. Because of the scale formation, more fuel can be wasted and metals can be overheated. And third one is incrustation in pipes. Pipes get clogged due to precipitation of salts and serious troubles in manufacturing process like textiles, paper making, dyeing, and ice making. And finally, it makes food tasteless. Generally, a hardness of water is two types. One is temporary hardness. It is also called as carbonate hardness. Generally, it is caused by calcium and magnesium carbonates and bicarbonates, and it can be removed by simple boiling and addition of lime. And second one is permanent hardness. It is also called as non-carbonate hardness because permanent hardness of water is due to the presence of sulfates, chlorides, nitrates of calcium and magnesium. The permanent hardness of water can be removed by four methods. One is lime soda process, second one is ion exchange process, third one is demineralization or deionization process, and fourth one is reverse osmosis. Lime and soda help in removing the entire hardness, both permanent and temporary hardness. And commonly, hardness of water can be expressed in milligram per liter or in ppm or in degrees. Clock's hardness can be expressed in degrees, and this degrees value can be converted into milligram per liter by using above calculation. That is 1 degree equal to 14.25 milligram per liter. And international standard value for drinking water is 300 milligram per liter as if we consume calcium carbonate. And today we are going to learn mainly about ion exchange process that can be used for the removal of hardness of water. This process is industrially viable method. That's why today I am going to explain about ion exchange process. There are two types of ion exchange process are available. One is cation exchange process. In this, we can use cation exchange resin for the removal of ion. And second one, anion exchange process. In this, we can use several types of anion exchange resins for the removal of water, hardness of water. And this is about cation exchange process. Cation exchange process is also called as zeolite process or base exchange process. Zeolites are normally of two types. One is natural salt or clay, which are hydrated silicates of sodium and aluminum, having the general formula as Na2O, Al2O3, X, XiO2, YH2O. This zeolite can be in green or sand green color. And second one is synthetic zeolite, nothing but permitted, a white color compound. This can be manufactured from feldspar, kaolin, clay, and soda. This is the simple representation or simple mechanism how the ions are removed from the uh, hot water by using cation exchange region. In the cation exchange process, sodium ions of the zeolite gets replaced by the calcium and magnesium present in the hot water. This is the simple representation. And finally, we get used zeolite, which is the source of calcium and magnesium. And the used zeolite can be regenerated by treating with the 5 to 10 percentage sodium chloride solution. And the regenerated zeolite again we can use for the removal of hardness of water. The zeolite softener resembles as filter bed with zeolite as media. Washing is reversed, nothing but we can regenerate with brine solution, nothing but sodium chloride solution for further use. The excess brine is removed by washing with fresh water. These are the some of the advantages of the cation exchange process. We can get pure water of zero hardness that can be used for specific purpose in industries like textiles and dye. Plant is automatic. We don't require no skilled supervision, and small place is sufficient to put ion exchange unit. No sludge is formed, hence no disposal problem. Process is quite economical, where salt is cheaply available. No difficulty to treat water of varying quality, and no incrustation. Finally, any degree of hardness can be treated by using cation exchange process. These are the some of the disadvantages of ion exchange process. Not suitable for highly turbid water, which is the source of suspended particles. These suspended particles get deposited along with the zeolite particles, can trouble in filter bed functioning. And it can form sodium bicarbonate in water, which has priming and foaming in boiler feed water. Finally, unsuitable for water containing iron and manganese. The iron and manganese zeolite cannot be regenerated into sodium zeolite, means which cannot be furtherly used. We cannot use. And this is the demineralization process. It is the same like cation exchange process, but here the H plus ions can be exchanged with the calcium and magnesium ions which are present in the hot water. Then next step is anion exchange process. The used cation exchange resins are produced by sulfonation of phenol aldehyde condensation products. These are the some of the reactions involved in the cation exchange resin, which is used for the removal of hardness of water. These are the four reactions in which the calcium and magnesium can be exchanged with the H plus ions which are present in the cation exchange resin. And the water coming out of the cation exchange process will contain diluted hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, and carbonic acid, and can be removed by passing through the anion exchange phase. From here, we can start anion exchange process. The used anion exchange resins are produced by condensation of amine with formaldehyde. These resins can replace chloride and sulfate ions present in the hard water. This is the general representation of the working principle of anion exchange water. Here you can see the ions, chloride and sulfate ions can be replaced OH minus ions which are present in the anion exchange resin, and resultant water will be fresh ionized water, and the anion exchange resin can be also regenerated. Similarly, exhausted anion exchange resin can be regenerated by treating them with sodium carbonate solution, and these are the reactions or mechanism involved in the regeneration of anion exchange resin. By using ion exchange process, we can get pure water, and this is the industrially viable method. Thank you.